As you know, I recently redid my craft nook. During the reorganization, I had to go through my sewing stash and my knit and crochet cabinet. And do you know what I found as I was going through all of my things? That's right, more unfinished projects. Does it ever end? I am on a mission to finish up all of my old unfinished projects. I want a clean slate so I can start on new fun stuff. So today, you know the drill by now, I'm going to be once again finishing up projects on a 24-hour timer because nothing lights a fire under my butt as much as a very narrow deadline. And this time we have a little bit of a theme actually. All of my projects today are kind of fall themed, perfect for the chilly weather rolling in soon. This time we have a black cardigan. According to my Ravelry project page, I cast this on in January of 2023. It's needing 2 sleeves, so we're gonna knit 2 sleeves. We have this mitt. I knit one, I cast on the second, and I just dropped them. I have this cute autumnal fabric that I bought years ago. I cut out pieces for a skirt and I never made the skirt. This is a quick little 5-minute fix that I just haven't gotten around to. I bought this frame to frame this picture and both David and I agree that it would look way better in black, so we're gonna spray paint the frame black before the weather gets too cold. I have also been working on this Bouclé Yarn on my spinning wheel and I lost steam. Let's finish it so I can make other fun stuff on the spinning wheel. I also have this hoodie and I just slapped myself in the face with it. I have this hoodie. It is a plain, boring baby blue hoodie and I sort of intended to do some cross stitching on it ever since I bought it. I just never did it. I even got as far as picking out my floss, so I'm gonna be doing that. And those are our projects. There are a couple of bigger ones this time around, so there aren't as many in the list, but yeah, 2 sleeves are gonna take me a while. As always, I want to leave a tiny disclaimer. I always recommend trying out these time challenges if you feel like it would help you motivate yourself to get stuff done as well, but I will not be sitting down for 24 hours straight and working because my body cannot handle that and your body cannot handle that either, so please just use a timer on your phone and do this over as long as you need. Let's stay safe, let's not break our minds and bodies over projects, okay? Great. So, without further ado, I feel like I have to get going with some projects. So let's get going with some projects. I want to start off this time with doing my little cross stitch. I had cut out this little piece of waste canvas that I thought would be perfect for this project, so I'm trying out where I want it on the hoodie. I have been wanting some low-key Genshin Impact merch for a while, so I thought a perfect motif for this hoodie would be a primo gem. It's kind of an if you know you know thing, and if you don't, it's a pretty star anyway. I found this pattern on Pinterest and I've linked it below. We're starting off strong with realising I've counted wrong and need a bigger piece of waste canvas. Does this fail set the tone for the rest of the video? Let's hope not. I cut out a new piece and off we go stitching up a stole, or gem. If you're not familiar, Genshin Impact is one of my favourite games. It's an RPG with a gacha system for collecting characters, and primo gems are one of the in-game currencies for buying gacha pulls. Basically, you need primos to get anywhere in the game. Plus, they're pretty. A new area just got released in the game, so I've been on a Genshin kick and couldn't not make this into a Genshin project. And here we have our first visit from the orange quality control inspector. Cheddar loves it when I have fabric on my lap and just has to get into it. I was unable to get rid of him, so I gave up and gave him cuddles. Then we had a snack break with some princess torta left over from David's birthday, and then we're back at it. With the gem all stitched and done, I'm trimming the waist canvas, and now we get to the fun and satisfying bit, pulling the waist canvas apart one thread at a time. First, I wet the motif and canvas thoroughly, just with room temperature water, and then I grab a pair of tweezers and pull one thread out at a time. This does take a while, but it is so meditative. And that's the hoodie, all finished, at Astra Abyssosque. Next up, I want to finish my pair of mitts. This means knitting almost an entire mitt, as I just had the cuff done on my second one. But that's no biggie, we can smash that, right? I'm generally a fast knitter, especially with colourwork, so I'm not too worried. This is a free pattern by Disyarning Designs called Sapphic Handshake, which is funny because scissors, and I have linked it down below in case you also want some scissor mitts in your life. Or gloves, there's also a glove option for these cuties. I got through the body of the mitt pretty fast, and I'm going to put the thumb stitches on waist yarn for now. After that, I zoom on with the rest of the mitt. I just love the gingham pattern on these gloves. I of course love the scissor motif too, but this both looks amazing and was super fun to knit. I did run into a bit of yarn chicken here at the end of the mitt and was kind of sweating about it, but luckily I had just enough of the contrast colour to finish the colourwork and could move on to the ribbing. I bound that off and moved right on to finishing the thumb. I picked all of the stitches back up, pulled out the waste yarn and knit a few rows of half twisted ribbing before also binding this off. And that is my second mitt all done finally. It is so cute. I can finally put this project bag away and bring out the next project. I'm finally going to be making this skirt. I bought this fabric many years ago with a vision to make a cute autumnal skirt, but because of reasons I lost the spark with it and I didn't get further than cutting out pieces. The first thing I'm going to do is sew in the thread to make ruffles, of course with help from the best little helper in the world. Next, I pinned the bottom and non-button band side hem of the fabric. Maybe I should have done this first, but don't look at me, I'm not a tailor, my methods are chaotic, but they work for me most of the time. Either way, I hemmed the sides I pinned, and now I'm going to be measuring out my button band on the other side. I fold this twice in place of interfacing because I didn't have any and I am not going to go shopping today. Again, chaotic. After sewing it down, I am fitting this to my waistband, which I cut out to be about 10 centimeters larger than my waist measurement. I do get bloated thanks to my chronic illnesses, so I am going to be sewing in elastic to accommodate this. After making sure my ruffles were spaced evenly, I sew them down and then top stitched and caught the waistband in that same seam on the other side. I then stitched along the top of the waistband, added in my elastic and sewed that in place. Someone tell me where my brain was because I didn't film this, but here's the proof. Bam! Elastic waistband. Time for buttonholes. I had these brown buttons in my stash, and while I think dark green would have been a better fit, I will go with these. I'm measuring out where I want my buttons to be, spacing them evenly. This fabric was very convenient as I could just count in the pattern. Looks good to me. Let's make the actual buttonholes. Changing my presser foot to a buttonhole foot and crossing my fingers, I remember how to do this. Let's go. Turns out buttonholes are easy and fun, so now I want to sew all the things with buttonholes. Next, I'm sewing on the buttons, making sure to line them up with the holes. And that's the skirt. Bam! Autumn! Pumpkins! Leaf piles! I'm so ready! Now let's do the quick little fix I talked about at the start. This frame needs repainting to fit in with the rest of the artwork on the wall it's going on. I'm taking a risk here, but we have this ancient Warhammer spray. It's old, but it's full of paint, so what's the worst that can happen, right? Well, that did not go as planned. Don't be me, don't use old spray cans. Once it started going, it was not stopping, so I had no choice but to embrace it and just let it absolutely spit paint all over the frame. At least I didn't panic and get it anywhere but the frame and my hands. Nice. Ugh. Anyway, after drying thoroughly, you can't even tell we had all that happen. It actually turned out really well. So let's put it back together so we can... Oh. I am an idiot. I'm once again asking which one of you stole my brain because it was not present while doing this. Of course, I managed to go through all of that trouble only to have perfectly painted the back of the frame. I am not fighting with the rattle can again, so I'm bringing out a regular Warhammer paint pot. This is the blackest and mattest paint I own, so I'll just hand paint this. I should have just done this from the start. Perfect result. Now, let's put this together. Last step is cutting out a black piece of cardstock to use as backing, as the card I'm framing is just a little too small for the frame. And there we go. Perfect. I love this. After all of that drama, I needed to calm down a little, and few things calm me down as much as spinning. I'm going to finish plying my bouclé yarn. I started this spin at the start of the summer, got through the first 2 steps of a bouclé yarn, which are first spinning a single, then plying it together with a thread, making some coils and such, and then I got through 1 full bobbin of step 3, which is plying it again with a second thread to fluff out and lock in the coils, and I don't remember why, but I lost steam completely. My bobbin can't hold very much and I only have one that fits this wheel, so I have to wind it off the wheel every time I get to about 25 grams of fibre. Bouclé was really fun to spin and I will definitely try it again. Just like with art yarn though, this really isn't what my wheel was built for. I love it so very much, but the goal is to be able to get a modern wheel someday. A girl can dream, right? I finished all the plying, so now I'm going to do some butterfly ties in the skein and twist it up, and here's the finished result. It is so soft and fun. Last but not least, we have a yarn delivery. I am going to be working on the cardigan and I am going to need a little more yarn than I have, so I ordered another skein. They sent a snack. I love Werther's. Yum. And here's the yarn. It's Campus 2-ply, which is roughly a sport weight yarn. Let's just kick it up before starting on the knit so we don't have to pause in the middle of a sleeve. And now finally it is time for cheddar! No, knitting. I'm just going to pick up my stitches around the armhole and zoom through the sleeves. Luckily it's in the round and an easy texture pattern on big needles, so it will hopefully be pretty fast. Again, as I have something warm, cozy and woolly on my lap, Cheddy boy has to come lay on it. Can I knit in peace, please? No? Okay, then we cuddle instead. Again. This cardigan is Great Love by ANKESTRiCK, which I have also linked in the description. I have made modifications to how I knit mine. I can't seem to help myself from doing that, but I thought I would link the pattern in case you want to make one as well. I finally got left alone long enough to finish my first sleeve and I am binding it off. That actually went pretty fast. Nice. Now I get to do it all over again. Woohoo! Well, no time to lose, just get right back at it. I binge watched all of Froggy Crossing's Dress to Impress videos while knitting these two sleeves, and now I am very much wanting to play that game. It looks so fun and nostalgic. I used to really love dress up racer games as a kid, but that was My Scene and Barbie and not on a timer. But we all know I love a good timer. After approximately 1 million hours of knitting / dress to impress, we can finally bind off this sleeve as well. I ended up using just a couple of grams of my new skein, so I did need it, but barely. Oh well, now I have yarn for hats, mittens, I'll figure something out. Either way, the cardigan is finished. This time I will be on top of things and soak and block straight away. I don't want to watch myself making another video in 3 months soaking this bouclé yarn, so I'm just going to do it now. In you go! Next, soaking the mitts. And then the cardigan. Time for the blocking mats. I always say this, but I seriously need to get a second set of these. I'm always one mat short. I just need to remember it in between needing them. Friends, we have smashed another 24-hour challenge. Yay, thank you. I honestly don't know how I did it this time. I had so many big projects, but we did it, and we're coming in at just about 24 hours of working time. It's fantastic how much you can get done in 24 hours, really. But let me take you through it all. First, we have the hoodie with the Primo gem. I love how this came out, but in retrospect, I should have maybe placed the gem in the center front of the hoodie, but it's a little bit too late for that now. And I like it anyway, so it's okay. Let's see if I'm going to be lucky from here on out pulling for characters in Genshin while wearing this. The next thing we finished is my second mitt. I can tell my gauge was slightly looser knitting the second one versus knitting the first one, as it is ever so slightly bigger, but it's okay, it evened out quite a lot in blocking. And how cute are they? They are so cute. So happy with these. After that, I finished my skirt. It was really fun to get some sewing in, but oh my goodness, does my method get chaotic. I don't sew enough, and I can tell because I forget in what order to do things. But I like the skirt, I love how it turned out. It turned out cute, in my opinion, but I think I would have preferred to have some more width in the bottom of the skirt, but unfortunately I did not have fabric to accomplish that. So rectangle skirt it is, but I especially like the elastic waistband. It is very comfy. After that, I spray painted the back of this frame. I am honestly still mad about this. I don't know why I didn't double check what side I needed to paint. I don't remember the thought process at all. I guess I lost my brain when the rattle can went haywire. At least it was a very easy fix with just some regular acrylics, and I think this looks so much nicer than when this was all in white. So I am in the end very happy with this, and now I can hang it on my wall. After that fiasco, I had a very chill evening finishing up my spinning, and here's the skein. Didn't it turn out just so fun? Now I need to figure out what the heck to do with one small skein of Bouclé Yarn, but that is a problem for another day. The last project is the cardigan, which just needed 2 sleeves. So after 1 and a little more than a year, we have finally finished the entire thing, and I am so happy to have finished it. A black long cardigan feels like a staple to have in your wardrobe, so it's nice to have it. And since it's knit in a bit of a thinner yarn, it is quite light as well as being very warm. It grew a bit in blocking, but that is a good thing, as the sleeves were quite sausage casing-y, but now they're just great. So that is everything, and I am again so very happy to have made quite the dent in my whips. Actually, it's big enough of a dent that I don't have any whips left that aren't a scrap yarn blanket. Beekeeper's quilt, I'm looking at you. But that feels really nice. So what do we do now when we don't have any projects? We get to start new projects. I can't wait. So after recapping all of this, which one was your favorite projects of the ones I've made today? Please let me know in a comment. And also stop, drop, and let me know what you are working on right now. I am out of projects and I need some inspo. And if you're not feeling particularly chatty, please go ahead and leave your favorite fall emojis, just for the vibes. While you are in the comments, please take 1 tiny second to please like the video if you liked it, as that helps me out a ton with the good old algo. And also take a peek in the description if you want to knit any of the patterns I've mentioned today, and also if you want to check out my socials and Ko-fi. If you are new here, welcome, hello and welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. If you would like to keep up with what I post in the future, please consider subscribing and hit the bell for notifications. We have lots of fun projects lined up, and we are just about to start stream hangouts. So if this sounds like something for you, come and join the cozy club we have here on the channel. And with all of that, I want to thank you all so very much for watching today, and I want to wish you all a fantastic rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. Stay safe, warm and cozy, make stuff you love, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!